Welcome back. I'm Shaq. We got ourselves another video. Well, we about to listen to another debate. It's Anton versus Yada Awakening. Yada is the man who told everybody that you should give your lady $50,000. I know, right? It just sounds ridiculous. Anton, if you're on this channel, you know who Anton is. Most of us know. So what we about to do is sit here and judge, like I always do, while I drink my coconut drink. Delicious. But hold up, if you just hitting this video, I need you to hit the like button, hit subscribe, hit the notification bell, and in the comment section give me a thumbs up or a heart just to let me know that it's real. But let's waste no more time. Let's roll the clip.
Oh, you know what that was? Oh, that doo-doo, baby.
Should men be open to dating women with children?
He know better. He know this about to go so bad.
No. Can I be truthful?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Can I be truthful, please, brother?
This round you can't be there. Last round it was a little rough for you.
Okay. I don't believe, personally, that we should put our women in boxes. If a woman has a child or doesn't have a child, a good woman is a good woman. My wife had a child prior to me. And I love this child loves me, but the child also knows that I'm not her father, but I play a role as a father figure in her life. She's probably watching right now, and if you're watching right now, baby girl, I love you and I'm thankful for you. When a man is able to lead, guide, and protect, when a man's able to walk with the attributes of the Most High God, it doesn't matter if the woman is single or not, because if a man can lead, he can lead. It doesn't matter if the woman has 3 children, 2 children, 1 child, no child. If the man can lead, he can lead. I believe, my opinion in my heart, that when a man is truly invested into God and into bettering himself, God's going to send him an aid, regardless if the aid has a child or no child. I don't think we should keep telling women, oh, your value is lowered because you have children. That makes no sense.
It doesn't matter what you think.
Now, brothers, I believe that if you're unable to even deal with your own personal emotions, I think you should stay alone and by yourself, or get with a woman that has nothing else going on. Y'all can probably grow together. But when you're coming into a woman's life that has a child, you have to be able to lead. You have to be able to father. You have to be able to teach. And you have to be able to love unconditionally, because I love my wife's child as if she's my own flesh and blood. So I don't believe, personally, that we should put a woman in the box because a man might overlook a divine asset sent to him by God just because she has a child. I don't agree to that. And that's like me telling a woman, overlook this man because he has children. No, I believe an asset is an asset. A woman that has a child isn't a liability. And if she's coming into your life to help you maneuver and to becoming your greatest version, because a woman can help a man become greater emotionally and mentally, she adds on to the man. And if the child is there, this man, especially if he doesn't have children, he can learn how to father through this.
What the hell?
So ladies, please hear me. Your value is not dropped because you have children. Men, please hear me. Your value is not dropped because you have children. Some of you, or some of us, me included, weren't taught how to properly wait until marriage to have children. So I'm speaking to the brothers that's trying to figure it out by themselves. I'm speaking to the women that's trying to figure out by themselves. Love yourself.
Well, that's just wrong. Mr. Sleeping Yoda, did you just say that you do not lose value after having a child? That's the most retarded thing I have ever heard. Like, not ever heard, but it's up there. It's up there at least. That's like saying a pair of steel-toe boots Steel-toe boots that supposed to protect your toes from dropping things on it. Like, it has a reason. Steel-toe boots, real reason. But if this steel-toe boots have had another stank man's feet in it, you're now saying these steel-toe boots did not lose value. I'm not saying women don't have other values than their body and children. They have other values, but it still changes the fact that some other stank man put his feet in those steel-toe boots. Those steel-toe boots lost value.
And never lower your value, regardless if you had children or not. Excuse me.
There you have it.
We 100% disagree on this one.
Okay.
The previous two, we had some overlap and we had some agreements. This one we don't. I like to get to the core root of the problem. And I think that what we do as a culture and as a society is we enable bad behavior by saying that it's okay. And it's not. It's not. The person that you have children with, the person that you have sex with, that's your husband, that's your wife. Before any of these Western modern laws that then incentivize people to get married, the person that you opened up your legs to was your husband. And so we have too many broken homes, and we're trying to puzzle this thing and Tetris it together to justify that it makes sense. Now, is there circumstances, because I'm never going to speak on somebody else's situation. I speak in general. I don't know him. I would never speak on his children or his wife. That has nothing to do with me. I
appreciate that, brother.
Right? So I have the utmost respect for him and his family.
Thank you.
So I'm just speaking in general. All right. So I want to make sure that I preface that because I don't want there to be any attacks. Right.
Understood.
But my point is that we need to get back to the core and the root, because if you removed the safety net, people would be more accountable for the things that they did and who they opened up their legs to. Right now, more than ever, there's a pandemic, an epidemic of women celebrating women having children out of wedlock. And we know that statistically speaking, that is a bad situation. You are more likely to end up in jail. You're more likely to join a gang. You're more likely to need therapy. You're less likely to be successful when it comes to future relationships. You're less likely to become a millionaire and earn as much. You're more likely to have debt as a result of student loan debt and things and so on and so forth. And so if we gonna solve for this problem as a culture, we have to remove the incentives for people to think that it's okay to have families outside of the covenant that God has ordained for us to have. Now, do circumstances happen? Absolutely. But it absolutely does not. That is not the majority. Most people are intentional. And let me address something else that he said. By the time that we are able to bust one, we know what's right and wrong. You know that you should not be having children out of wedlock. This is not something that we have to discover. At a very basic level, we know better. And that's why I can speak to men when I say the majority of men, especially black men, do not have children out of wedlock. That is a small minority of men that is populating the majority of these women, and we don't really want to hold them accountable because we know that women are the biggest consumers. And so again, I'm not here to make people feel good. I'm here to tell them the truth. No, I do not think that a man needs to practice becoming a father to a child that's not his and trying to figure it out to negotiate and work with another man that wants to probably at some point participate in this child's life, because it is a zero-sum game. And I know so many people that regret the day that they ever decided to get into a relationship with a woman that then ultimately should have went back to her child's father. Go back to your child's father and work it out. Because that's the person that you created the covenant with. That's the person that you married according to God's law. Go fix it. That's what you need to do.
Amen. Now, what if a woman is saying that this man is just absolutely egregious? That's just somebody I was. It's not even something that I can repair, go back to.
It's not about you.
How do you give that woman?
It's not about
advice?
her. It's about the child. Everything that you do at that point to bring somebody into this world that didn't ask to be here is what's best for the child. You remove yourself. You got to put down with self and up with God. What is in the best interest of that child? Is it in the best interest of that child for you to be raising that child in a two-parent household with the father? And if so, why didn't you think about that before you opened up your legs to him? Because we got over 100 different forms of contraception. It's not about how you feel. It's about the child. I do the thing that's in the best interest of my child, not me. I put myself last. But I also understand that the things that I do in my greatness, she's the beneficiary of it. And I would never, ever, under any circumstance, let another man raise my child.
And that's beautiful. What he's saying is beautiful. And he's coming from a place of being raised by mother and father. But you have so many women that never seen their father. They've never known that a woman should get married before they have children.
They did know.
Hold on, bro. Let me speak. Because majority of young girls are they're starting to lose their virginities at very young ages as children, looking to replace that feeling of not having a father. They just want to feel some form of masculine love. So if this child made a mistake at 15 or made a mistake at 16 by sleeping with the wrong man that promised her the world, oh baby, I love you. Oh baby, I'm thankful for you. Oh baby, I'll never leave you. And she got into this woman's head because, like you said, fathers should know and teach their daughters right for wrong. You do agree, correct? Mm-hmm. So if the father isn't there and she's running behind a masculine energy and this man is saying, I love you, I'll never leave you, I'll never cheat on you, and she falls in love with this man now saying, I want your body. If you love me, let me get your body. She doesn't know right for wrong because she didn't see no man growing up. Now she gives this man the body. Mm-hmm. Now a child is born.
You liar!
There you go, right there. He brought up the anomaly. That's what you just did. Sleeping Yoda. Do not bring up the anomaly in this discussion. A small number of black women, when most black women have kids at 20 to 24. Most of them have at that age. At 20 to 24, you know you're not supposed to just get pregnant by random guys. I don't care what you say. You're going to stop lying right now. That was so disingenuous. You went for an age that's not even average. Sure, a lot of people can say they've seen this. You can say you've seen it. Don't change the fact that everybody else around you is not that. This is why you can't trust Sleeping Yoda. He made the exact argument that women who really want to delete things that's inside their stomach, the same one where they will bring up grape in daddy-daughter situations. He brought up the small number so he can get the answer he wants, ignoring that everybody else is just doing it.
That means that this man right here that doesn't have any children should not get with her?
Absolutely not.
Come on, brother.
Absolutely not.
Come on, brother.
Thank you!
100%.
Come on, brother. Come on, brother.
Listen, at a very early age, I was never going to not have a child, or I was never going to have a child out of wedlock. It's just the facts. We was never going to co-parent. I was never going to have another man in my child's life.
And that's beautiful.
And this is the sentiment of most men, especially black men. This is a norm within our culture. Go and look it up. It's data. It's statistics. This is not my opinion. This is a fact. And again, I'm going to go back to the core of what I said in the very first conversation. You can solve for 99% of all men that are doing the wrong thing, and 1% of men can populate the majority of the earth with women that choose to be with this one man. At some point, every single person, including women, have to be accountable for the thing that they did and open up their legs to. And we also know that women are the ones that initiate the majority of the divorces. So
of course.
So they're walking away from their households and becoming single parents by choice. This isn't something that they're being forced to. So when because he's a great salesman, I got to give you that.
Come on, brother.
No, you're phenomenal.
Come on, brother.
You do the whole crying thing.
Come on,
oh my
brother.
God.
Come on, bro.
You're
showing sassiness right now. Come on, brother.
No. This is what you said.
Come on, we men now, brother.
No, listen.
Come on, we men now.
Oh my God.
Come on now, brother.
I didn't know a man, and so as a result, I was looking for love, and so I had this child. You know what I hear? Excuses. Excuses.
Let me add on something real quick, right?
You're a great salesman.
This man right here.
I see why you got a great product.
This man, thank you, brother. I appreciate you. This man right here. I don't want to attack Antoine. Let me say
can't.
this. No, hold on.
My life is perfect.
I want to make sure my words is accurate. Let me not try to attack Antoine. Let me say it like that. It's toxic to teach a woman to stay in a home where there's no form of love or safety or security, because that teaches the woman, the young child, it teaches the young girl that she should grow up and stay in a relationship with a man that's abusive, that attacks her mentally and physically, emotionally. we have to understand the majority of women will not leave a place where she feels safe. She will not leave a place where she feels loved. Men keep screaming that women are leaving men or divorcing men in high numbers because these women are no longer happy. They no longer feel safe. They're not being financially provided for. Mm-hmm. They're taking care of grown men. Mm-hmm. And I know brothers, right, that are amazing fathers, amazing fathers, and raising their bonus children. These bonus children aren't curses. They're blessings. And any man that's able to lead another child that's not biologically his, I salute you.
Jesus.
Oh my God. What Sleeping Yoda is not understanding, I'm going to keep calling him Sleeping Yoda. I apologize, but I'm getting upset. You do know that bad things that happen to smaller people usually happens when one parent is not connected to the children, a stepdaddy or stepmama. So you're going to ignore that as well, right? And then the other thing is you keep talking about what happens later. Oh, she already did it. This is what should happen. So you're not going to talk about what you should do before this situation happens. Anton's talking about the source. You keep talking about the ending results.
The average man will not understand that. Again, Antoine was raised in a home with two parents, which is beautiful. Like, I can't.
I don't know what that means.
Hey, he's saying that like that's a knock on me.
Hold on. No, I'm saying it's beautiful.
Hey, he
it's
keep
beautiful.
mentioning it like that's something that.
Hold on,
that's what you're supposed to do.
Brother. No, it's
Anton's right. He keeps saying that like it's a problem. Like we're street rappers and saying you was raised in a good home. Like that's what he keeps doing.
It's beautiful that he was raised in a home with two parents, but a lot of people didn't have the privilege of seeing that. So they're making mistakes, brother. They're making mistakes. She fell in love with the wrong. She fell in love with the wrong man. Whatever happened. But ladies, do not allow this man up here to make you feel like you're not deserving of a man. Or man, if you're in a relationship with a woman that has children, do your thing. I salute you. It takes a real man to be able to step up and be a father when no one else is.
Oh my God.
It's not about do your thing. It's about going back to the thing that you committed to in the first place.
Thank you.
Again, they always keep saying, do your thing. I'm surprised you ain't said queen at some point.
Queen?
Do your thing, queen. Do your thing,
So, Anton,
queen.
let me ask you this question.
At some point, you need to hold your parents accountable, right? Because again, we keep hanging this on the hats of men instead of hanging it on the hats of the people that came before you and put you in this position in the first place.
I agree. So
let's remove this whole thing that is on men. It's not. It's not on all men. That's bullcrap.
What's not on all men?
It's not on this whole narrative of what we see in the culture. This is not a black man thing. The majority of men. So stop making up this narrative of an abusive household. Was he abusive? Wait. No.
That's what I'm saying.
No, let me finish. This is my question to you. Right. Was he abusive before you opened up your legs to him?
Now can I speak? That's cool with you.
I asked you a question.
Good. Brother.
Childish.
We have men that are some pro-finessers. They will give a woman a representation of themselves. And when they've got their hooks into the woman, they turn into something different.
Here we go again.
No woman in her right mind is going to be in a relationship with a man that's negative, Nancy, breaking her down mentally, physically, and spiritually, not providing for her financially. No, they get the hooks in her. And then when he feels like he's got her in love and all she knows is him, he turns into something different.
I'll be the victim all your life.
Are you saying majority of these women are dealing with men who are like crazy? That's what you're saying. Once again, you just erased accountability from the lady choosing a guy. You can't stop yourself. You're going to just keep doing it, aren't you? He's going to pander until the end of time. He's not going to stop. We have some finessers out here. Are you talking about majority or are you talking about like a small percentage, sir? But he doesn't care. He's going to just keep doing it. He's going to just keep doing it. Small number, make it big.
All I'm saying to you, brother, this is what I want. No, I need you to hear this. I need you to hear this. Every woman that has had a child and is not with the man aren't bad people. And every man that had a child and not with the woman is not bad people. We keep saying a man shouldn't be with a woman that has children. Why? Because she have her children, but this man has children and children aren't with them. We have to make sense of this. Why do we keep saying, man, don't be with a woman with children, but we're not saying nothing by the man that's not taking care of his children or there for his children?
That's a lie. That's just a lie. They do say it. They've been saying it for years. Oh, I hate Sleeping Yoda.
Children.
I want to actually ask that question right.
That's like a Little Mermaid movie that he just made right there.
Let me ask this real quick because I want to know if you also feel that the way about men as well, because you got a daughter yourself. Mm-hmm. If you're giving her some instruction, would you pretty much instruct any woman? Is it the same rule that women should also stay away?
I would not tell a woman that don't have children to marry a man with children.
Thank you.
Okay.
I'm not biased on this. I'm consistent across the board. I don't think that it's in a. Could she possibly marry a good guy? Could a guy possibly marry a good woman that got? Absolutely. But I would never advise it because I would never tell somebody to do something that I wouldn't do myself.
Thank you.
I'm consistent in that. And let me correct them for a minute.
Please.
Nobody said that they were bad people.
Okay.
That's just not your people. Everybody that's a good person is not for you. Everybody that's in a situationship is not supposed to be a part of your network. Every person that's doing something good or well, they don't deserve to necessarily be in your life because your journey is different. And so I never said anybody was a bad person, but I would never advise a man to do something that I wouldn't do myself. And I would never, ever go and talk to a woman that have children with
when
another
you
man.
said they're not
and
your
I believe,
people, what does that mean?
And what I would tell her is to go back with your child's father. And it doesn't mean that she can't have love. If you can finesse a man into doing it, then do so. But I would never advise my guys to do that.
When you say not your people, what does that mean?
It can mean anything. It can mean that we're not equally yoked. Maybe we don't need to do business together. Maybe we are going in two different directions. Maybe we have two different belief systems. It's a lot of different things that can identify whether or not a person is your person or your people and not.
Okay, so are you telling people they should be in relationships even though it's toxic just because of the child?
I never said that.
So when should they part ways?
I don't think that they should have got it together in the first place because you know who a person.
If we're already there, brother. If we're already there.
I specifically said no. I don't address if we already there.
Right.
This is
what we're talking about. We're talking to adults,
I address. Literally, you have to take ownership and responsibility for it. I don't believe that people are getting finessed like you painted the picture. I believe because that's to say that women aren't smart. Because how did you get so smart afterwards, but you wasn't smart enough to be able to identify that he was a POS when you got with him? That's literally telling y'all that y'all idiots. You're not an idiot. You're not dumb. Most women know who the dude is that they got with and who they chased before they got with him and opened up their legs to him. You know that.
You know
that's why they say get married. Marry before you carry. That's why they say that.
So let's, because I get you pretty much talking prevention.
Correct.
Not necessarily in the situation, but I actually want to go to the situation because right now our culture is facing this situation in large numbers, Anton. So I want to get your consult for the people now in the situation because we get your stance, not putting us there.
I told you, go back with your child's father.
But
damn.
But here's the thing. If we have identified as well, to Yada's point, that the brother is, at this point, not working on himself, pretty much unqualified at this point to lead and manage a family, may not even have the desire to, do you still recommend that woman put herself in that position? Or should she...
In what position specifically?
To be in a relationship with this type of man? Or should she go about parting ways and trying to find, just run it, be a single mom?
Listen, I took my vows serious. I don't believe in parting ways. It's death till death do us part in sickness and in health, for richer or for poor.
These are single women, though, by the way.
Well, you said part ways.
Well, again, a woman who got pregnated by a man, they're not married.
That's your husband.
That's your husband.
That's your husband. What are we talking about?
My nigga.
They keep trying to split it apart. When you have a kid, your DNA and his DNA is in that child. Y'all are connected now. That's your husband. This thing about you having kids by multiple different guys, that's why it's so crazy out here. When you come together, that's your husband. Even if we go off of polygyny, if a guy have a kid with her, those his wives. That's how that's supposed to work. As soon as me and you combine DNA, we're locked in. This is not difficult. Y'all are just trying to make it something it's not. You and Sleeping Yoda over there just keep trying to do this. I don't know why, but
You can't take it back. Ain't no take backs. We in this. It's me and you till we die. We gonna figure it out.
I don't believe I'm hearing this.
No. They asked me the question.
I never believe I'm hearing this.
We gonna figure it out. We gonna work it out. We gonna do it. We gonna make it happen. We gonna take on the world and we gonna take over the world. It's some things that we gonna have to figure out together. But you just can't leave after you got somebody pregnant. You can't leave after you get pregnant. What you talking about? That's your husband.
Man, listen, hold on.
That's your husband.
Listen to me. Listen to me, ladies. If you're in a relationship with a man, you're pregnant, or if you have children by this man, and this man is not being a man in your life, leave him. If this man is breaking you down mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, leave him and make sure he gets himself together. And if he can't get himself together to keep you in his life, that's not the man for you. Leave. I don't care what this brother talking about. That makes no sense, and it's devilish.
Nigga, please.
It's too many women being by toxic men because they want to stay for emotional reasons of the children. Think about yourself, because you can't properly protect your child if you're being abused on any type of level, if you're not being provided for on any type of level. Love yourself enough to know when to leave. If not, you will pour this childhood trauma onto your child.
Man, what the fuck is you talking?
What's that?
I'm sorry, man.
I wasn't thinking about it.
it's amazing that you had to bring in, once again, a small number. You had to bring in not the general, small. Oh, if a lady end up being sent to the upper room.
When Jesus.
That's your argument. You can't stop yourself. It's like a tick. You just got to grab something that just extreme. You don't think every man would grant the idea that if a guy is bitch. If a guy is doing that, you don't think every man would say, you should probably leave him. He really think no guy is going to say, yeah, leave the guy who's going upside your head.
And in order for him to even survive this debate, he got to use extreme words like abuse.
Oh, come on.
Right? Because, again, we're supposed to be talking to the majority, not the minority. People leave each other because they don't like each other, or because it's a difficult financial situation, or because they fall out of love, or because they have lust for somebody else. Of course, there are extreme circumstances where you don't stay in a situation. If you're getting beat up on, because that goes without saying, we shouldn't even have to address that. Of course, you shouldn't stay in an abusive situation. But again, he's using extreme versions of the conversation in order to be able to survive. When in reality, we talking about people that's just walking away because they don't like the person, or they don't like his financial situation, or they don't like what it is that they think that is going on in his life or her life, or she see her friend and she get influenced by it. That's what we talking about. Most people are not just walking away because, oh man, every man. Come on, man.
A woman does not walk away from a place where she feels happy and she's stable on each and every level. A woman will never walk away from a man where she feels secure on each and every level. His man stepped out of a fantasy.
Look, extremes. Now we saying that a woman will never walk away from a man if she feels secure. Most women don't even know what they don't even feel like themselves after they have a child and they got postpartum.
Come on, brother.
No. Tell me it's not true.
No, you're right.
Most women don't even know what they feel like when they have postpartum. And a lot of times these women are leaving situations when a child is an infant, when they're young. So if we talking about feelings, because that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about purpose. See, love is not about how you feel. Love is what you do.
I agree.
And so it's an endurance test. Even the word of God, the prize isn't given to the person that run the swift. It's given to the person that endureth to the end. It's not a feeling. You might feel some type of way right now. That's why the word says that you can't let the sun go down on your wrath, because you then have to absolve for that. Because when you wake up in the morning, you're going to be a completely different person, right? So I'm not going off of feelings. I'm going based off of what is the current situation. And again, it's not about me. It's about the child. So you may feel a certain type of way right now, but we going to work this out. We not leaving. We not getting divorced. Again, we going to use his extreme example of getting your head cracked in. Don't stick around when you're getting your head cracked in. But I'm speaking to the majority. Don't just leave just because you feel a certain type of way about
ladies,
a man.
Ladies. If you feel unsafe, if this man is not leading you to the best version of yourself, if he's not being that guide, that leader, and that protector, leave that man. I don't care about no form of fantasies, period. And men, if you're doing everything you know to do for your woman, to keep her happy, to love her, to protect her and guide her, and she's still doing things that you don't recommend, or she's going out there doing things she has no business doing, leave that woman. If not, your children will reap the hurt and the pain of that cycle. We have to break these generational curses. We have to.
This man is going to have y'all jacked up. He going to have y'all absolutely toe up. He going to ruin your life. He going to ruin your child's life. He going to ruin your family's life. Take this and really replay it and pay attention to what, because see, this is not even about winning a debate right now. This is about the culture. This is about your family. This is a life decision. This is not something that I'm just going to easily say something and say, hey, you should just leave. No, you should really seek counseling. You should really get together with your pastor. You need to go to God and pray on his behalf. You need to pray over that man at night and get your olive oil. You need to go and convene with the people of your elders and first understand whether or not it's you and it's not him, because you may be feeling some type of way based off of a bad influence in your life. This is not something that you just play around with. You don't just leave when you got a child in a situation from somebody that you've committed to and opened up your legs to and you've gave your body to. That's not something that we just easily just walk away from and just say, oh no, just leave. Leave him if you feel unsafe. No, you need to do every single thing in your power and leverage every single resource that you can in order to ensure that this is the thing that you are not supposed to be in based off of something that you can't control. You don't just willy-nilly just walk away from a situation and think that that's going to be conducive for your child. Because if you knew better, then you wouldn't be in that situation in the first place. Your judgment is already off, and that's why you need elders. That's why you need guidance. That's why you need mentors. That's why you need pastors and preachers. That's why you need a community to lord over you. That's what the community really meant. It wasn't about just taking care of a child. It was shepherding over the people that didn't know any better about themselves. And if you listen to this person, he gonna mess your family up. Don't do that.
The women, big screen. I'm not gonna lie, you Anton gave you that good old womp. You like it was vicious. I ain't think I would see it. I ain't never think I would see somebody in a debate give somebody that good old fashioned, passionate ass whooping. God, like he gave him that Ali going in a circle and kept hitting him with that jab. And then soon later he got irritated and he was like, I'm going to chase him. And then he said something wrong. Bap.
Looks like another love TKO.
That was that ghost punch. You going to sleep now. Hey, yo, sleeping Yoda. You think that preaching you doing is meaning something. Nah, it just sounds like you yelling to me. What's your words about? Sleeping Yoda, he's gonna ruin a lot of families. He's just replacing Derrick Jackson. That's it. It's just another Derrick Jackson that's shorter without muscles, likes to walk around with beads. Anton did a great job. He did a great job. He gave that boy that good old fashioned womp. Like, the dude went from being a pastor to a slick talker to a Wendy's worker to an OF model. Damn. He just kept getting knocked into different dimensions in this debate. If y'all have kids, y'all locked in. That's how it's supposed to be. You know, unless the dude see you by the stove and like, I don't like your hair. If he does that, no, you don't stay with that guy. But let's be honest, this is not that guy. And that guy, if you did not know who that guy was before y'all had kids, You should never make decisions. Your goal in life is to find someone to make decisions for you. But that's really about it, man. Anton won. There's women out there with children who are good people. There's men out there with children who are good people. But he's right. Why would I ever advise you to do it? Start your own legacy. I would always advise you to start your own legacy.
Oh, you ain't know what that was? Oh, that doo-doo, baby.